So, you know, that one time we made the graph, we looked at a lot of different places on the unit circle. We're just going to graph at these 5 places today. So for sine, we've got a point here, 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 and then I can make this sheet and make her one all three of them. And I'm going to come out to the side and say that this is one. My scale is going to be that that's positive 1 and that's at negative 1. Just because it's easier for me to reach. Now, that is one complete period. It takes 2 pi for sine to have a complete period. If I wanted to graph over here, if I wanted to go 1 period in the negative direction, here's what I do. I just start with that point to the next one. And if that way, if I want to go back to negative 2 pi, it's fairly easy to do. I'm going to put arrows to indicate that it's. That should be very automatic for you. Now, let's change the A. Let's do a baby, and let's say we change the A to the number 2. You want me to show you the easiest way to do it? The easiest way would be to graph the parent first, which we already have done, right? And the amplitude now is 2. So I start here at 0. What is 0 times 2? I'm looking at this point. It's at 1. What's 1 times 2? So we'll go up to 2. 0 times 2 is 0. What is negative 1 multiplied by 2? Is that okay? I can do the same thing here. 0 times 2 is 0. That'll knock it up to positive 2. Negative 2. Yeah, vertically. Good, good. Now, keep the parent. I don't know if you'll have to move to the next graph or you'll have to redo it like I'm about to have to redo it, but I'm going to go back to just plain old sine y equals sine x. Back to the parent. Now let's graph y equal, and let's change our a to negative 1. Now how would that graph look? Our amplitude now is negative 1. So 0 times negative 1 is 0. 1 times negative 1 is what? What's 1 times negative 1? The 0 stays where it's at. Negative 1 multiplied by negative 1 is positive 1. And that stays 0. So what does a negative a do to the parent? And so, you know, your 0 points will stay the same, but your other points will not stay the same. All right, let's look at cosine. And the big thing that y'all told me yesterday that you noticed the difference between sine and cosine was here at 0, that cosine was 1. And at pi over 2, cosine is 0. Pi, cosine is -1. 0. Okay. I don't find cosine is as easy to sketch as sine for some reason. Whatever happens at the end is a little bit harder. I don't know what the deal is. But are we okay with graphing cosine? Alright. Let's change the amplitude on cosine to, let's do -2. So we did two things here. The negative reflected it, and then the 2 changed. We're looking at how it's been stretched vertically. Now, look at the parent. So far, we've learned that cosine has a period of 2 pi, and that to change the amplitude, you change the a, that number in the front. How do you think we would change the period? Awesome. Right, because your period has to do with how far, it has to do with the x-axis, right? So you're thinking if you adjust what's happening with that x, it will adjust your period, and you're absolutely right. So what I'm going to do is give you some papers, and they're going to have different functions on them, where that, and we call that b. You know how we let that number in front, we call it a, so we can talk to each other. The number in front of x, the letter we usually use is b. So see what happens when you change b. And I'm going to give you the paper, and then we're going to go to Desmos. So if you want to work with a partner and one person have Desmos open, so you don't have to have 2 Chromebooks open. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, you guys, so both of y'all get us. And they know right around talking and that's just what. I like it. I need as much space. Y'all, I'm turning the air on. It's happening. I'm at Desmos. I've got, I'll change that to cosine because my first was cosine.
Ma'am, are we done? Are we done?
Yeah, just leave them on your desk. The next period's going to use them. So there's cosine x. And then I want cosine 1 divided by 2. And guys, here's the wrench. That's how you need to have your settings set. So when you get to Desmos, you'll adjust. Remember, all you have to do is type in PI there, and it'll step it out the way you need to. 4 pi. No, it's actually 2 pi. And you, how do we spell it? Yeah, that's why I thought maybe only one person did the crop look through that. She gets your crazy from, not too late, I'm being sarcastic, but I'm really not. Hey, you were giving me that. What's happening? What's the range? 2 miles? You don't call your head. My step is going up by 1, so on both of mine, the range is -1 positive. Which one are we doing at the moment? Cosine 1/2 x. With the wrench. It's supposed to be dead, that's not like I don't know. What is the period for cosine x? Definitely. Yes, she was. Can I click it off the wrench? Great. Yours should look like mine. So, cosine is in blue. What is the period of the cosine? The parent. What is the period of cosine x? The period is how long it takes it to do everything it has to do. One time open this. So look, Brian. We're at 1. Oh, I'm just looking at the parent. I'm ready. Look, 1, 0, -1, 0, back to 1. Do you see how 2 pi